What is happening, YouTube? Cowboy here, and we are back with more Evolve. This time we're taking a more in-depth look at Goliath. So obviously we put our first Evolve video was actually Goliath gameplay. It was the very first time I played Goliath, and I really like the character. He's beefy, you know, he gets up front, smashes stuff, really fun to play. For our build, we are going to put 1 into charge, and we are going to go 2 into leap smash, and then of course once again we are going for recharge speed. Now, with Goliath, I go for a 2-3-1-3 type of build, with 2 being in rock throw, 3 in fire breath, 1 in charge, and 3 in leap slam. And the reason for this is because Goliath does have slightly lower mobility than Kraken. You know, Kraken obviously you can just jump up in the air, fly around, makes it a lot harder for the hunters to keep up with you. Goliath, you have leaps, but the leaps don't offer nearly the same amount of mobility as being able to fly does. Because of this, we're going to grab both charge and the leap ability, the leap smash, just to give us 2 more extra tools for mobility early on. And it's really going to help us to escape the hunters early on and get fed up so that we can get level 3. Now, obviously from there, I like to go level 3 into the fire breath because I find it's just awesome. Kind of like really strong constant damage when it's up, and it's just kind of a fire and forget ability. You know, you put it up and it just melts enemies while you're bashing away at them. And I also like level 3 on leap slam because leap slam hits like a freaking truck. We're of course going level 2 into the rocks just because even though it is a little situational, I feel like I'll knock somebody down, I'll go after another guy, I'll turn around, and then Daisy or someone is trying to res. And being able to just pick up the giant rock and chuck it at their face, doing massive damage, also works pretty well. So that's the basic strategy that we're going to be going with here. Obviously, things will be getting more in-depth in just a second when this match kicks off. I'm so ready to smash face. This is the same team we actually just fought in the Kraken video, so I'll be curious to see how they stand against my Goliath, because I am currently undefeated with Goliath, so I'm waiting for that team that's good enough to take me out. And honestly, I've been having more trouble against computers than players. Like, there's been a couple matches where it's one dude and a computer, and it's come a lot closer than players, just because, you know, it's alpha. A lot of people don't understand the finer mechanics of their class, and that's fine, but kind of makes it a little bit face rule. Especially because I'm like level 15, you know, I have probably 12 plus hours into this alpha already, played a ton on stream earlier, and then, you know, even after the stream was done, I just kept on playing and practicing mechanics and trying out all the different hunter classes, all the monsters, testing out abilities. I mean, I gotta say, I'm really, really enjoying this game. If there's 2 things I want to see fixed, it's 1, the loading screens. I feel like the loading times are a little bit long, and then the AI for Daisy, the one trapper pet. I feel like she's pretty derpy sometimes, but what you gonna do, right? So, with Goliath, match is up. First thing we are doing is booking it. And we are heading this way. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm going this way, and the main reason for that is because while you're in water, you don't leave any tracks. So I want to take advantage of this fact to use the, you know, I'm basically going to be traveling through the water as much as I can just to try and throw them off my trail. We're even climbing up the waterfall here, which Goliath seems to be derping out a little bit, and it looks like he has come to his senses, and we're good. We got a really good amount of distance covered away from the hunters, and now it's time to start snacking. So, of course, similar to Leviathan, back to hitting that R3, look for stuff, and start eating away. And I'll keep the map up almost entirely while I'm playing as Goliath, just because I feel like map awareness is even more important with him, because of the fact that I can't just pop an ability and, you know, hop away. I have to be on top of my targets. I gotta, if they're coming in, I need to be ready to book out. So I would need to constantly know what is around me, what can I use to escape. Alright, we're looking good though. We're looking good. We are snacking along quite smoothly. Also, don't ever hesitate to use your abilities to kill wildlife in Evolve. I mean, the cooldowns are low enough that, you know, you don't need to be like, oh man, hunters might show up any second. Nah, use those abilities. Use those abilities, kill stuff, don't be shy. You're here to level up. You're here to get, you know, get beefy, get fat. And it looks like we are almost at our level 2. We might actually have it here. Yes, we do. So, of course, we are still looking check my map here, see where I'm at. I'm gonna find a nice little spot. This looks like a great spot to go and evolve. Not the most hidden spot, but I am tucked away. At this point, we are probably gonna go 3 into the Fire Smash for our next encounter. Now, similar to the Kraken, obviously when it hit level 2, I dumped 3 points over into the Lightning Strike because that was a high damaging ability. In a similar fashion, on Goliath now, I dumped 3 points over into the Fire Breath because that's going to be a great ability, as you can see. Just breathes fire, hits a ton of stuff, and if I do get into a fight before I hit level 3, I want to have as many tools available to my disposal. And here is one hunter, unsuspecting, coming right on up on Frank out of time. We're gonna get some quick damage into this guy. All we did was get in some damage, and then we got out. We don't have our armor yet, so we really don't want to get involved in fights if we can help it. The hunters obviously are not going to just give me any leeway here. I got sniper shots and tracker shots coming after me. But that's fine. We expect them to do that, you know. So there is a hunter right up ahead. Tracker at that, so we are going to actually cut across the map here before they end up catching me in a bad situation with a mobile arena. Of course, really using charge and the leap to our full advantage here to try and get across the map as fast as possible. Like I said, you don't quite have the same level of mobility that you do as the Kraken, so because of that, you know, having those 2 abilities right at the start are going to help a lot. And looks like Swaggy P disconnected, which means I have a computer I'm going to have to deal with now, which is no bueno. Like I said, the computers are fucking on point in this game. They don't fuck around at all. Shit. And the mobile arena is down. We are waiting. There's our opportunity. Boom! Coming in with the smash. False not that Fire Breath. Doing a big charge here on Frank. We're going to climb up here. Getting hit with something. Ugh. Oh no. And we got caught up in the air. Getting on Space Fox magic though. Space Fox magic. I'm going to try and charge a little bit here. And we really want to look to take down the hunter or the trapper as soon as possible here. Last thing we want is to get caught in a bad situation. And he is running for his life, and it looks like he might actually turn into a snack for someone in a second.
I'm bleeding! I'm down!
So we got one dead. Where did Daisy go? We're gonna try and take out Daisy. No, I don't think we are. I think we're not. There's Daisy.
Tracked it! Got it! It's drugged!
Frank out of time, coming back in to try and fight some more. I'm gonna charge him real fast. And actually the arena's down, so in fact we are gonna make a run for it. Don't want to risk losing any health if possible, so we're gonna run. Look to get our armor back up. Even if it's just little bits of armor at a time, that is more than fine with me. Really got to do I mean, as the Kraken, you guys saw we were able to pretty much, you know, pick stuff and just like kill a whole group and then eat. And I feel like you can't, well, you can do that obviously, but I feel like you don't have the same opportunities with Goliath simply because you have less mobility. So you have to really, you know, pick your meals. When you see a good opportunity to eat, smash it, eat quick, and then get out before they catch back up. Right now we got, I believe, one down. Obviously the timer is counting down. So right now this is our chance to shine. We gotta get in, do a bunch of damage. Gonna try and use our abilities to kill this big thing here. This will be a ton of damage, or a ton of armor if we can successfully snack down on it. And yes, indeed we are hit by a tracker dart, but that's fine. I just had a big old meal. You're gonna hit me with all the damn tracker darts you want, lady. Keep on eating. Ideally, I'd like to get my level 3 up before my next encounter with the hunters. So we are moving. And Frank out of time is really starting to piss me off. Pissing me off, Frank. You shouldn't be out here by yourself. Fucking turrets. Alright, got the armor regenerates faster, that's good. At this point we're gonna find a good place to book it and evolve. I know they're relatively close, so don't want to do it anywhere around here. Actually, this might work really well up here. This looks good. Nope, maybe not. Nope, you're still on my ass. Oh, okay, Frank. Since this is how you want to play, I will jump across the entirety of the map. Anytime you traverse lots of ups and downs like that, it's usually a really good way to get away from the hunters, simply because they have trouble traversing large distances very fast, unlike us. Like I said, we're not quite as fast as the Kraken, but we still do a pretty damn good job. So obviously Leap Smash up to level 2, we're going to pick up our Leap Smash level 3, Rock Throw now at level 2, giving us a quick ranged option. Of course, now it is time to snack. Now that we are level 3, one of the most important things is going to be getting that armor back up immediately. So we need to go around, we need to start eating. The power relay is vulnerable, so they might be heading back to try and defend it. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. Really don't want them to run towards me. Doesn't look like they are yet, so I'm just going to keep bounding around, see how close I am. Pretty close to the relay, so I'm going to put some more distance between myself and that. This is probably one of the most important things when you get level 3 is making sure to eat, because I mean, even though you are level 3 and you have those higher abilities now, if you go running into combat with, you know, half-assed on your health, things aren't going to end well at all. So we're going to kill this big thing right here. You look like you are just a big fucking armory snack for me. And it gave us an increased damage buff. That is fantastic. We are looking really good right now. This might be the last snacky doodle we need. One more thing just to be safe. That's another thing. If possible, always try to get a fucking sick-ass buff before going up against the hunters in that final combat. Like, I'd suggest a damage buff or a cooldown reduction buff. Those are probably the two most valuable in my opinion. Obviously, other people are going to have other thoughts, so these are just mine. Keep that in mind that these are my thoughts, no one else's. But I feel like cooldown reduction is pretty invaluable, and an extra 35% damage is certainly nothing to scoff at. So they are obviously all down there. They are getting ready. They are putting down turrets and sentries and all kinds of bullshit, it would seem. That shit don't scare Goliath. We're going to try to take down Frank first, if possible here. Maggie thinks she's going to be safe. We're going to show her just how wrong she is. Or Magic, not Maggie. Magic. And now that the Trapper's dead, we got one dead, we got 2 minutes. We're going to hop away real fast here. and look to just snack up on some quick armor. Like I said, very important that you keep your armor up. We got 2 minutes. It's an excellent window. We got plenty of time to go and grab ourselves a snack. Like this thing right here. It's going to be a delicious armory treat for me in a second. And look at that armor. One big monster. They're really easy to kill at level 3, and as you can see right there, I got back about half my armor with that. So something is still attacking. Dead set on duking it out here. I might, there we go. You guys are more snacks. That'll give us a minute to knock out some of the other hunters. And if you're actually good with timing, it's fairly easy. One of my favorite things to do is kill a hunter like right as it's ending, put them into the down state, and then effectively what you do is it sets it up so that as the dropship's coming down, that hunter can't join, which is pretty effective because it, you know, it makes it so you got another 2 minutes before someone else is going to be joining into the fray. You done fucked up. So obviously Frank out of time, thinking he's going to do something here. We don't give a shit. Patriot's about to be cooked the second that goes down, so we're actually going to stay right on him, I think.
Shield low.
Support's dead. And here comes the fire breath on Patriot. Patriot's dead. Well, you can see the medic up here thinking they're going to do something. We're going to show them just how wrong they are. Big slam. Medic hitting the ground.
I can heal you. Get me up.
Killing all this little annoying bullshit. I don't know what is alive still. Something's alive. So either way, we're just going to go to town and work on destroying the power relay. Which, whatever is still alive, it better come in here and fuck with me. Otherwise, this relay is going to be destroyed in the next couple of seconds. So this is exactly why you can see we went through maybe 2 bars of health. We actually still have armor left. And that's why it's, you know, you're incredibly powerful when you go into these fights with enough armor on. It's just fantastic. Now, obviously, if you have good opportunities to attack them early on, feel free to do it. The more you kill people, the basically, as you progressively kill them, they get lower and lower health, to the point where, you know, they permanently have less health. And this is great because for a couple reasons. One, late game it gets to the point where you can effectively kind of like one-shot enemies. And not only that, but, you know, being able to have them with less health. You can see the Patriot is now going down with just like a couple swings here or there. He's not really able to hang out at all at this point. Daisy's down. This bitch is running. You can run. Oh, get that garbage off of me. I guess she really wants to die, which, you know, I didn't think she would go for that, but apparently. Space Fox thinks he's some kind of fucking hero, so we're gonna show him just how bad of an idea that is. Effectively taking out the last one and not even having to worry about the generator. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is Goliath. Hopefully it gave you a good idea to the playstyle and abilities. Obviously, we're quite a bit beefier than we are with Kraken. I mean, as you saw there, we basically walked up into the room. There were turrets, there were harpoons. There was all kinds of bullshit, and we just kind of walked in and we were like, nah, I think we're going to smash. So, obviously, adapt the skills to your playstyle. Personally, let me check. I don't think I got in that much damage with rock throw that time around, but let me see. So yeah, you can see only 2,600 damage with the rock throw, but fire breath 6,300, and then a whopping 10,000 on leap smash. And Well, there's a reason why I skill it at 3 every time, but either way, overall, a good Goliath match. I know I had a great time, and hopefully you guys enjoyed watching. So, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time with more Evolve.